This is the Dzogchen Semde Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For more than 30 years, I've spent about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation so that you would not have to. This is Yoda early Monday morning. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi. After we chant the third quarter of the great Buddhist reformer Gaurab Dorje's Opus Magus, the vast space of Vajrasattva. Utterly free of image like preconceptions as one, the yogi is like the non-graspable imprint of a bud on the sky. In the unstructured, unborn essence, where is there any vaunted or prestigious sign of his passage? Let us explore the folly of contrived jhana or trance. Inner and outer are one, the inner represents the outer itself. So there are no hidden depths to discover through the folly of contrived jhana or trance. Under the tyranny of this fictive world of illusions, the contrived analog of samadhi lacks the effortless experience of ultimate sameness. So, what is the contrived analog of samadhi? It's threefold. Number one, it's concentration instead of practicing, instead of vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly practice mindfulness and meditation. The second analog of samadhi would be chasing after bliss or trance. And the third analog of samadhi would be contriving visualizations. And again about the contrived distinctions of outer and inner, the body, mind, in an undifferentiated space of sameness, past, present, and future inseparable within it, all such designations are redundant. So there is a patriarchy wears many masks. One of patriarchy's masks is institutional Buddhism, which has hijacked mindfulness and tells people that mindfulness is only noticing this breath in this moment right now. But that's not what the Buddha taught. We can be in the present moment, we can be mindful of whatever comes up, including memories, including fantasies, including the myriad of phenomena other than our breath. Let's continue. The immovable or empty is the seal of pure being. The imperturbable or empty is our fruit of pristine awareness. Appropriating or reaching for nothing, there is no self. Rejecting nothing, unutterable sameness. So this is how that works. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever labeling or identity we might have noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity. It could feel as if it was fleetingly less stressful, less permanent, less defining, and even as non-graspable as a vast empty void. So how does sameness work? Simple. As we relax into our exhalation, Whatever kindness or cruelty we might have noticed during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just intention. You might say, well, what does that do with morality? Simply this: the more we practice mindfulness and meditation in harmony with our autonomic nervous system. Let me jump back for a second. The late Tukul Tundap insisted that the highest love was the spontaneous and uncontrived byproduct of mindfulness and meditation. For those of us who care deeply about proto-Buddhism, in the Buddha's Eightfold Path, there is no mention of karma, there is no mention of reward or punishment. But 50% of the Buddha's Eightfold Path pertains to loving kindness. Loving kindness is the essence of all morality. And its highest practice is spontaneous and uncontrived. Practice mindfulness and meditation at least once every 12 hours authentically, and morality takes care of itself. The what, who, and where of all psychic modes and behavior occur in luminous mind. But any distinction between male and female, the Lord of sameness has nothing to say. Nope, there's nothing remotely spiritual about sexism or racism or classism. Love all beings as our siblings. Excuse me. Let us explore the folly of Anu Yoga and Tikle's energy work. Renunciation and fierce asceticism provide no definitive answer, but endowed with pain the one moment. Take it from the top. Buttoned down with the grounds Lama, Kino of Pei, and the chest Lama, no shore of the pleasure of delusory enchantment is ensured. Due to the indeterminacy of oneness, however it is perceived, However it is perceived to it appears, the pleasure coveted in appearances is a heavy obscuring veil. So, pleasure is not an exoneration, pain is not an indictment. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever pleasure or pain we noticed during our previous inhalation feels as if it was melting into the simplicity of just sensation. Let us now explore the folly of Mahayoga and Tokal's visualization work. That method of tantric luminism practice or concentration requires visualization of divine attire, as the moon's reflection in water, nakedness and detachment emerge, but that concentration is like building sandcastles. So in other words, authentic mindfulness and meditation are the key to the vulnerability and the wisdom of letting go that we desire. The greasy kid stuff of contrived visualizations is as foolish as seeking shelter as a child expecting to find shelter in the sandcastle they build on the beach. Identifying with the body of Mahakruda. Wrong button. Let's hit that one. Insert. Okay, take it from the top. Identifying with the body of a Mahakruda wrathful archetype. In his mandala paradise Pirlandovati of wrathful attributes. Even if the seed syllable is actualized, Nirvana itself cannot be experienced directly. So we could exhaust ourselves with the elaborate visualizations, but it's not going to benefit us at all. Let us now explore the folly of ritual and psychological asceticism. Under this way of emotion, by lopping off the top of the tree or by incinerating the seed, its tyranny can be avoided, or so it is foolishly taught. Okay, let's see here. I apologize for this editing. I appreciate your patience. Like lopping off the top of the tree or by incinerating a seed. From under the sway of strong emotion, its tyranny can be avoided, or so it is foolishly taught. Each of those 100,000 techniques bears a corresponding fruit. But unmarked, signless, great completion has no particular abode. In other words, emotion, no matter how negative, no matter how destructive, no matter how strong it is empty. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever emotion we feel during our previous inhalation could fleetingly feel a trifle less stressful, less permanent, less defining, and less solid. Let's continue. Present here with us, silent mind, the yogi is fortunate indeed. Self and other indistinguishable, they revel in the arena of enchanted spontaneity. Totally complete, all-inclusive, unchanging, it is simply being. And like unbounded space, reality is contingent upon nothing. One moment, let's see here. Having completed our opening recitation, let us now shift gears. In order for us to actively sit, it can be useful for us to perform two exercises. The first is for us to make a subtle adjustment to our respiratory frame of reference. How do we do that? As we feel air enter our nostrils, we can silently and mentally recite the verb watch. As we feel air exit our nostrils, we could silently and mentally recite the verb rest. The second technique we could use to gently assist our subtle energies to coalesce at our crown is for us to use the tip of our left index finger to support the lower knuckle of our right index finger, palms up in our lap. It is not our job to chase visualizations or repress them. It is not our job to, when just as we have mechanisms that help us dream at night, we have mechanisms that cause spontaneous visions to occur behind our eyes. It does not matter if they are slow-moving or fast-moving, blurry or sharp, realistic or psychedelic. Just let the brain do what it does in an effort to practice neurological hygiene, like sneezing or coughing. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. For Meditate Like a Jedi is made possible thanks to the generosity of viewers just like you. In approximately 11 hours, I would very much like to return to lead today's dusk recitation and group practice of meditating like a Jedi. Until then, if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.